And generally a relationship will demand that we change, and that's the last thing we want generally. No? Change, I mean, spiritual life is all about change, but generally the thing that we avoid the most is change, even when we are practicing spiritual. So when we relate to each other, we risk, quote unquote risk, being changed, because you start to open to each other, and one person starts to influence and affect the other, and you start to be transformed by the other person. When intimacy start to be there, you start to affect each other. You start to become something else, so to say. Not that something bad, but if you are too attached to not being transformed and changed, we may really get terrified, close, and so we have to work on that. We have to begin with, to talk about the things, to create awareness that we need to be more personal. Maybe that's the beginning of everything. Just get together and sit and say, hey guys, we need to be more personal. We are supposed to be personalists, but we are pretty impersonal in how we treat each other. No, how much do we know the struggles of each other? I mean, that's a very healthy exercise that I personally do with some close friends. Try to do it daily, although sometimes due to my travels it's difficult, but it's just as simple as it is, but as powerful as it is. Just getting together, even of course if you are in person, online, whatever the case. For me it's online sometimes, although in person is the idea. Just you sit in a circle and try to share how you're doing today, how you're feeling today, how was your day, how you are struggling today. But trying to be as honest as you can. And the other people, they have to hear, being present, hear attentively, not judge, and fully accept and receive whatever you have to offer. It sounds easy, but it's not in practice. When you have practice, it may be easier, but in the beginning, you realize, wow, it's so difficult for me to open, to be fully transparent. I'm so afraid of being judged. I'm so afraid of being rejected. I'm so afraid of not belonging, of whatever. So many things may I'm generally speaking, of course. I'm not saying that all of you are in that situation. So we need training and practice in all the things, as simple as they may sound. And that helps us to be more personal, to be more caring, to be more concerned about not only how many rounds did you chant it today. Again, that's, in one sense, that's superficial, because that's a number. If I tell you 16 every day, what you will conclude? Oh no, he's doing perfectly, because he told me 16 every time I ask him for the last 10 years. But the number is there, but where is my mind? Where is my heart? What's going on inside of me? You have to ask about that, actually. Not how many rounds did you chant, but how are your rounds? How are you while chanting your round? How is your heart? How are you doing? That takes time, again, and that can be messy, entering into those places. No? We have to take off all these masks that sometimes we put for the Sunday feast, so to say. No? With Sunday feast, everything is nice. Hare Krishna, Kirtan, Prasad, Haribo. Each one goes, and everything sounds like, wow, this is perfect idea. And then at home, each one is taking pills, suicide, beating their wife, having porn, watching porn clandestinely, or who knows what.